Hey, what's up everybody? I'm back again with another video, and this video is going to be a wedding update. So on my community tab, I did a poll and asked everybody what they wanted to see next, and majority of everybody wanted a wedding update. So here we are. Here's a wedding update, and all I gotta say before we tell you everything, the plot has thickened, okay? The plot has thickened. The last time that we did a wedding update was when we had to switch our date from 3/27 to 9/18. So I think that's where we stopped. So the other day we were discussing the wedding because we had got to a point where we needed to decide on if we're gonna have the wedding, if we're not gonna have the wedding, or we're gonna postpone the wedding. So those were our three options. So we was like, so what are we gonna do? Because we didn't tell anybody when the wedding was going to be other than the people in the wedding party. We just wanted to kind of figure out what was going to happen with this pandemic before we went and told everybody that hey, that the wedding is going to be on this day, and people start making plans or whatever, right? So we need to figure out what the restrictions are, what we can and cannot do, and all of that, as far as like with the venue, the vendors, like what do they have going on. I emailed the venue, the wedding coordinator, the bartender, and the caterer. Those are just the 4 people that I started with. So basically the email that I sent was just like it was an email sent to everybody. All the emails had the same thing in it. It was just basically saying, what is your cancellation policy? What are your restrictions because of COVID-19? Postponing, all that, pretty much just asking them where they stand as of right now. And so the first email that I got back was from the bartender, and the bartender said that they are refunding all payments made towards your bar except for the non-refundable deposit used to secure your date and the bartender. We are giving brides the option to move the deposit to 2021 if they are planning on rescheduling. If a new date is plan on rescheduling if a new date is available. We understand your concerns over COVID-19 and will respect your decision to protect your family and friends if you choose to cancel. So that was nice of them saying, okay, we'll refund everything except for the deposit. Only thing,
we ain't pay nothing but the deposit.
We didn't pay nothing but the deposit. So I'm like, okay, all right. If we decided that we didn't want to have it, then that money is gone. The next email that I got was from the venue. Now this email is long, drawn out.
Pretty much what happened is, what they did is they gave us some guidelines because they are still open at the venue. Those guidelines include all their staff wearing proper PPE. Social distancing is enforced. They had sanitation sites set up throughout the venue. There were some restrictions to the ceremony and the reception, to where everybody had to wear masks, of course, because this is a responsible thing to do at all times.
But let me tell you something about when they said that you have to wear masks. It's almost like that they kind of contradict themselves in this email, because they said that everybody, including the wedding party, would have to wear masks. But also down, if you scroll down on this email, it says
masks not enforced at the reception.
Masks are highly recommended. And then it also says in this email that it says that they are not liable for anyone if anyone were to get sick by not complying with the mask rule. So the liability is off of them and it's onto us if somebody were to get sick. They was talking about how they would space out the ceremony, so each row for the ceremony would be 6 feet apart, and each chair would be 3 to 4 feet apart. And then for the reception, we can only have 6 people at a table at a time, unless it's the family table where you can have 10 people at a time.
They pretty much said, fuck our cake, you gotta have a sheet cake.
Yeah, or they say that you can get this plexiglass to put in front of your cake.
And it has to be pre-cut.
So now we're talking about the catering restrictions that they have at the venue. So beforehand, we we had a buffet style situation going on. So we have two options. The first option would be to have the catering company have people to do kind of like a cafeteria style thing. You know what I'm talking about? Like a cafeteria style thing. Like, okay, what did you want on your plate? This,
which will cost more money.
And then meet me at the end of the line. I'll have your plate ready for you. So yeah, just exactly what he said, which will cost more money, because that means that the catering company would have to hire more staff to be able to do that, which means we coming out of what? More money. All right, so the second option is to, and they put in this thing verbatim, be to hire a staffing company to be able to serve the food. That would be option number 2, which would cost what? More money, because we would have to hire somebody to be able to serve the food to everybody. So yeah, I think that's
they said we could have like a gorgeous dummy cake or whatever.
Yeah, they put in here.
Cake had to be pre-sliced and everything.
Yeah, the cake has to be pre-sliced. Like we would have a dummy cake, and then they would have a sheet cake in the back, pre-sliced for everybody. My thing about that is the money that we spent for a cake, we didn't spend it for a sheet cake.
You can go to Walmart and spend like $50 and get a cake.
Right, and that cake was not $50. The next email is one that really pissed me off. That was from our wedding coordinator. So I'm going to read what she wrote on here.
Yeah, use that tone too.
Okay. So it says,
"Hello. Thank you for contacting us with your concerns. If you elect to cancel your wedding on 9/18/2020, we will submit a cancellation form to our attorney to close out your wedding profile with our company. There is no additional fee charged for cancellation, and your account is at $0.00. There will be no refunds returned to the client, as we already moved the day several times and waived the cancellation fee. At this time, your guest count can be accommodated with the venue selected. As long as it's open for business, we have to complete the event. In the event is shut down, you can move the date to January or February of 2021. Please let us know if you have any questions or concerns. Thanks."
Okay, so there's 3 things that concern me. The first thing that concerns me is that they said that no refunds will be returned to the client.
Yes.
They just said, forget it. No, you cancel your event. I don't care if there's a pandemic going on. You get absolutely no money. And keep in mind, this woman has been paid in full. Paid in full for all the decor, all the stuff we had. She has been paid in full. And she said we get absolutely no money back. None. Okay? None.
0.
All right. The second thing that concerns me, and I think that this part is really what made me mad. It says, as we have already moved the date several times and waived the cancellation fee. We never moved our date, because our original date was 3/27/20. The only reason why the date was moved is because of the pandemic. We could not have it because the venue was not open. So they making it seem like that we elected to move the date and they waived the fee because of that. That was not how that conversation went. The conversation went something like,
"Hey,
I want to cancel my event. Oh,
Whoa.
you should, we really can wait until the fall because everything should be cleared up by then." That's how that conversation went.
So, what we discovered is this. It seems like the situation was, we feel like our vendors work together. They all work together on several occasions. They recommended each other, of course.
They're friends.
We felt like we were kind of coerced to keep the date instead of canceling when we wanted to, in order to secure their funds, because they wouldn't have had any kind of grounds around March 27th to not give us our refunds due to a global pandemic that pretty much shut everything down. I think at that point, it was to the point where you couldn't have a gathering more than 10 people. Us, pastor, and wedding party is already above 10 people. So it wasn't even possible to at that point. So So we would have the grounds at that point to get a full refund.
Yeah, the ball was in our court at that point, and we didn't even know it.
We kind of got coerced by
the so what they did was they kind of
further back.
They moved the date to cover their ass, so they can say, well, we already moved the date for you, and right now there's not any restrictions on you not being able to have your event, so no, you can't get your money back now.
Cause we was 2 weeks out, man. We was like, yeah, it's definitely not gonna happen.
We could have got our money back in March, but she was being very convincing that we should, move it to the fall, because I promised I wanted to cancel it then.
That is
So yeah, that's how I feel about part number 2. Part number 3, that made me mad. It says, at this time, your guest count can be accommodated with the venue selected. As long as it's open for business, we can complete the event. And the event is shut down, you can move your date to January or February of 2021. So basically, this was all written by a lawyer, and you can tell. It was all written by a lawyer. Also, they didn't have to give us our money back. So they're finding all the loopholes that they can to say, well, because of this, and this, you can't get your money back. But we can move it to 2021.
one of the things that really kind of pissed me off is that we kind of feel like we getting ganked. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm keeping all the money.
Before you get into that, Steve, let me read the last email. It's real short. This is from the caterer. So I sent everybody the same exact email, just like I told you. I sent everybody the same exact email. So this one says, thank you for your email. Your coordinator and I have been in contact, and you should have received correspondence regarding your wedding plans and or cancellation information. As I was contacted through her, all correspondence regarding the wedding will be relayed through the coordinator.
Wait. Did we not have the caterer before we had the coordinator?
We did.
So in the email, she says, I was contacted through her. All correspondence regarding the wedding will be through her. No.
My thing is, this is what really pissed me off, because basically what she said in such a professional way that was probably written up by a lawyer was, I don't care if you are the customer, I'm not talking to you. That's basically what it said. I'm not talking to you about anything because you're not about to use this email against me in a lawsuit for me not giving you your money back. I just don't understand, because
I was contacted through her. All correspondence regarding the wedding will be through her. I wanted to write her back on the email, said no, we actually. But
Steve, I just read the email that the coordinator wrote. It didn't say nothing about catering in that email. Nothing. So I don't understand what she's talking about there.
She's saying that she made it seem in this email that what the caterer said, what the coordinator said, went for her as well.
Yeah, pretty much. So basically what they're saying is, I don't give a fuck about your money or this pandemic. You can have it or not, but you not getting no money back. That's basically what they're saying.
We had already gotten the vibe from certain people that there wouldn't be any kind of refunds if we did decide to cancel. And caterer was definitely one of them. And I had said this to Bree months ago, back in March actually, when we were talking about originally canceling, and we were talking about the possibility of us getting our money back. And at that point I said, the way these people do business, they probably don't have cash on hand to give us a refund. That money is they probably use the deposits and everything to kind of fund the business. It's kind of like living paycheck to paycheck, where they probably don't have the saved up capital to give out a refund. That money is already spent and accounted for, and the money that would probably be used to pay for our event was probably paid by somebody after us. That's how I looked at it. And reading all this, it looks like it's just that, because there is no reason in 2020, it's July right now, with everything that's going on, that we shouldn't be able to get at least some of our money back. I get it. because.
Oh, we didn't really even talk about our decision.
Oh, well, shit.
We didn't even talk about our decision. So,
Cast out the bag now.
If you haven't really caught the
read in between the lines or whatever.
Right. We decided that we wanted to cancel the wedding completely. Like, completely. We don't want to postpone or anything like that.
One of the reasons is mentally we drained from this shit. We tired. I don't think people understand the stress
right.
level.
If you've been watching all the wedding update videos, y'all see every aspect of this wedding has went to shit. Like, everything that could have went wrong during this wedding. And I really don't think that anybody but us understands how much, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Like, people tell us all the time that, well, planning a wedding is hard, it's stressful and all that, but I just feel like that the shit that we went through is not normal.
This shit could have been a fucking...
It's not normal. Everything went wrong with this wedding. Everything went wrong.
The other reason we decided to go ahead and cancel too was Bree has family members with health issues. I have family members with health issues. We would feel terrible if we decided to have a ceremony and somebody got sick or even worse, you know what I'm saying, were to pass away. Like, that would be devastating. And I wouldn't be able to, you know what I'm saying, have a clear conscience, because at that point I would feel like we were being selfish.
Yep.
And that's not how I go about, you know what I'm saying, doing anything.
We had to sit and think about that and look at every aspect of it, and we just really felt like that if we were to go ahead and go through with the wedding, we would be selfish.
Yeah, I mean, you see the stories online, like at a wedding in Illinois, 64 people got infected with coronavirus. Keep in mind, we have relatives coming from
your family not from here.
My family's from the East Coast in Illinois. Her family's a lot from here. Your brother's from, you know what I'm saying, Virginia. Yeah, so it's kind of like there'll be a melting pot.
Petri dish.
Yeah, a petri dish where you got all these
people from different places coming into one spot together. Because me personally, I just don't see how people can social distance at a wedding. I feel like that the email that the venue sent basically said, we're gonna social distance ourselves from y'all.
Y'all do what y'all want.
Y'all do what y'all want. If somebody gets sick, that's on y'all.
Right.
That's basically what they said in that email. Because how can people social distance on a dance floor? How can people eat and drink with a mask on? There's no way to have an actual wedding. When people get married, everybody want to come hug you and all. You can't even do all of that. I just didn't want anybody to get sick.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We didn't want anybody to get sick. We didn't want anybody, like, we got friends that got kids and all. We don't want to be responsible for that. So that's why we decided that we didn't want to have the wedding. And the reason, one more thing. A lot of people are also saying that we can just wait until next year. Y'all, this shit been,
fuck all that.
This been the most draining thing I ever done in my life. I don't ever want to do it again, because this has been shit from the beginning.
Y'all got the video evidence. If you go back to when I proposed to Bree back in 2017, damn near 3 years ago, September 3rd, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Back in 2017, I proposed to her. The fuck?
I don't know what the hell going on upstairs.
September 3rd, back 2017, I proposed to Bree. We pushed off, like, trying to plan it. And then when we started planning it, we was like, hold on, let's take a break on this for a little bit. It's super stressful. And then everybody was giving us pressure, like, hey, y'all doing all this traveling, going here and there.
People made us feel really bad about traveling instead of planning a wedding.
You hear the phrase of, as many trips y'all went on, y'all could have been paid for y'all wedding.
Right. So we decided that we was not gonna travel anymore. We was gonna work our ass off, working 7 days a week. If you watch my blogs, y'all seen where I was delivering groceries. I was working 7 days a week.
Listen, man. And when you were working an 8-hour shift, and then as soon as you get out of work, you picking up, you know what I'm saying, the side job and doing orders for them, you know what I'm saying? You don't have any time to yourself, because 7 days a week, over 40 hours, you working. You know what I'm saying? Putting money to something, and then for it to go as bad as it did, That's deflating, man.
See, we lost so much money behind this shit. We lost so much money. Y'all just don't understand. We lost money in every aspect of this wedding. We lost money, okay? We lost our money on everything.
Yeah, because it's a good chance I'm not getting the deposit back on my tuxes and everything too. So I gotta pay my groomsmen back. Yeah,
I'm gonna pay all my friends back that paid for bridesmaids dresses, because I feel like that if I don't pay them back, I'm doing them the same way that the vendors did us.
Right.
So I'm gonna pay everybody their money back.
We had people send us money to help us out, and it's like, especially after the Noah situation with the first venue closed down and filed for bankruptcy.
Even before that though, Steve, we got fucked from the beginning. When we went to the first venue and they took our deposit, and then we canceled and said that we didn't want to have it there well in advance. It took them a whole year to give us our money back. With the Noah situation, we know how that went. With that, y'all seen that we had to switch wedding coordinators. Y'all seen that that dude that worked at the Noah place was lying to us about everything. And bridesmaid dresses, my dress, where I went up there to get a specific dress, and then the girl called me a week or two later saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, I misspoke." And it was like, "Well, we'll let you exchange." I go up there and everything is well beyond my budget, and end up spending so much money on a wedding dress, and I had to spend over $500 on alterations for my dress. Like this.
Finding my mom a dress, and trying to find your mom a dress, getting your hair taken care of.
Well, my hair. Oh man, my hair terrible situation. The girl that was supposed to do my hair told me last minute that she was gonna be out of town on the day of my wedding. So I had got a wig made by her. If you know about wig making, a lot of people don't want to install wigs that they did not make. So I had to go to her. I went to her, I would say maybe like a week or so before the wedding. My install was supposed to be glueless. Why I had glue on my head, I don't know. But yeah, the lace didn't match my skin. It was just a shit show, okay? It was a shit show. The flower girl dresses, can't send them back because of COVID. They can't even fit them no more because they could fit them in March, but it's July now. They can't fit them. And
oh shit, we paid for our flights for our honeymoon.
Yeah, we paid for our flights for our honeymoon. We need to check on that too, because we didn't get any money back on any of that shit. And no, I think I hope that they gave us a credit back on there, but I need to check. I need to check on it.
Luckily, we didn't book our hotel rooms. Like for some reason we couldn't. We found hotels we wanted to stay at, but we just.
It was just something that told me just not to book it. Not to book it. I don't know what it was, but I just kept putting it off and kept forgetting to book it, and then everything just went to shit.
No, we sat here literally 2 weeks away from our wedding, and it was like, so is it gonna happen? At that point, 2 weeks before the wedding, I was already working at home. My job had closed down to where I got moved to work from home, and you were still going to work.
Yeah.
And we were sitting here like, yeah, I don't think it's we do still plan on getting married.
I cannot believe. I'm gonna say this, Steve. I said this earlier when I was recording the video, so I want to make sure that I say this in this video because it's really how I feel. When Steve proposed to me, I honestly didn't know how to feel because I'm really not used to being the center of attention at all, and I really didn't know how to respond. If you seen that video, you see how I reacted because I just did not know how to respond by being the center of attention. And so like this wedding, and I'm gonna say me, but I really mean us when I say it, okay? This wedding was supposed to be something that was finally for me. Like, there's never been anything that was for me. It's always been about everybody else and never for me. And so, like, I honestly felt like that I didn't deserve a wedding. I felt like that the whole time. Like, I felt out of place with, even going to these wedding places and doing all this stuff, I honestly just felt out of place. I felt like that I don't deserve any of this because I never been the center of attention like this. So
you said throughout the whole process, you was like, I don't know how to feel. Like even the day I proposed to you, you was like, why me?
I'm just so used to everybody always taking the spotlight, and I'm just overlooked every time. And so like I've always felt like that I was undeserving of a lot of things. And so for something like this to happen, it feels like to me that it confirms of what I felt.
That I don't agree with. I said,
that's how I feel, because like this was finally something for me, and it went to shit. Like every part of it went to shit, and I was sitting there thinking like, damn, I guess I wasn't supposed to have this, because everything just went bad. Every single thing, anytime that we tried to fix something, it still just went bad. And then now we're here and it's not happening.
I didn't want you to feel that way, because I felt like the whole time you did deserve to have a good wedding. I kept saying that to you too. Like you said that you didn't want to be the center of attention. I wanted you to have that moment where all eyes is on you. I'm like, I'm gonna be there with you anyway. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy it. But it's just frustrating, the whole, because it's like Murphy's Law was in full effect. What could go wrong did go wrong. It was, yeah.
But yeah, I just cannot believe that this happened.
Y'all haven't been around Bree this whole past weekend. I ain't ever doing that shit again.
I'm not, and I'm sick of people telling us that, you know, we should have did this or we should have did that. I feel like that we did everything that we could do. I honestly do. I feel like that we held on for as long as we could, and at this point, we wouldn't even be doing it because we want to do it. We wouldn't, because like the responses that we're getting from all these vendors, like why would I even want to, you know?
First of all, I'm not ever doing business with you again. We still don't get married, but I just wanted her to have the actual ceremony. You know what I'm saying?
I just can't believe how much money we lost behind this. And it pissed me off so bad, because I worked my ass off. Like, I'm sitting up working a job that I hate, because I'm sitting up, we had a whole conversation about, well, you can quit that job. He was like, go ahead and quit that job because it brings you so much stress. And I'm like, no, we need the extra money so we could pay for this wedding. And to have somebody
put off a whole bunch of shit at this wedding and everything.
Our life has been on hold for I don't know how long, but like, I feel like that I did all that working and all that stuff for somebody to take my money. I did all that. We're getting absolutely nothing out of this.
It's a pure slap in the face.
Like, nothing. They didn't say you can get a piece of it back.
10%.
10%, a dollar, a dime, nothing. We get absolutely nothing back.
It's fucked up, because in this current climate right now, you pretty much saying, well, shit, I'm getting all this money for not even doing a job. Like, we paid for the service. Just not get anything for it. I
feel like that we having deja vu all over again, because it seemed like every time we have these wedding updates, it's always something that has went wrong.
Horribly wrong.
Something that has went wrong, and this is not how this shit is supposed to be. I feel like this whole process has just been shit. The whole thing has been shit. I never thought that I would be doing a lot of things on my own when it came to my wedding, but I was. I thought that I would have a lot more help than what I had, and it was just, I don't know, I just have like, I had this picture in my head of how my wedding planning would go, and it did not go that way. Like, this has been complete shit. I don't ever want to have a wedding. I don't want to plan a wedding. I don't want to do none of this shit. Like, fuck this, like, for real, because this has been shit. It's brought so much stress to me, and I feel like that we should have just kept doing what we was doing before we even tried to start planning this wedding. We just should have kept doing what we was doing, because we was fine beforehand.
I bring this up again. We went to Vegas for your birthday that time, man. my mom called me and she was like, "Y'all ain't go out there to get married, did y'all?" I was like, "Nah, I ain't think of that shit."
We should have.
Yep. It just over with.
We should have. I'm afraid to even start to write down how much money we lost behind this.
We should actually get a ledger though and go through, you know what I'm saying, and see exactly how much we lost on this, because it's up there. Don't get it twisted. If we start from the very beginning with the first venue to Noah and everything in between,
all that stuff that's in the closet that has 327.20 on it, invitations, everything, my dress, all that stuff.
Oh shit. The card box.
You know what? I'm finna go get my dress just so don't nobody think that we camping. Let me go get it.
I'm finna leave the room.
Let me go get it.
While she doing that, I'm gonna leave the room so I can't see it. Oh.
Steve left for whatever, I guess. You can't really see it. But I just want to let y'all know that I'm not capping about this wedding shit, because everything that has happened with our wedding, it kind of makes it seem like that we making this shit up, and I promise you we not. And I have my dress right here. This is my dress. Right here. I'm not capping. This is my dress. I have a dress right here. This is my dress that I probably won't ever get a chance to wear. I have my dress. And because of the people at the dress place, I end up spending $3,199 that I will not be able to get back, okay? I won't be able to get it back. Why did you spend so much on a dress? I don't know. Maybe because the people at the place lied to me about the dress that was in my budget, and I had to buy a high-end dress, or I wasn't gonna have any of it at all, or lose the money that I had already spent with them. So I just wanted to pull this out because it's been in the closet for I don't know how long. It's been in the closet just sitting there waiting. When you gonna get married? When you gonna get married? I don't know, girl. I don't know when I'm gonna get married, but I have my dress. It's right here. Whole thing. Already been altered. All that stuff just sitting right here. Just taking up space. So, Steve, you can come back.
Oh shit. Edit that out. I almost fell.
But yeah, I just really wanted to do that because I really don't want anybody to think that we capping. Because, like, to be honest, Steve, it seemed like that we just making all this shit up because everything just keep happening. Everything keep happening. There's not anything that went right with this whole thing. Nothing. Not one thing. And Steve forgot to say that the woman at the Tux place just called not too long ago. Hey, we don't have a jacket big enough to fit one of the people. When was you gonna tell us that? Huh? You just now telling us that? I can't make this stuff up. I promise I can't. Oh, we ain't even talk about the DJ when he said he was retiring. We ain't talk about that. He said that he was retiring June 1st. Can't make this up. I promise I can't make it up.
Yeah,
July 1st. He said he was retiring July 1st.
You paid my deposit now.
Yeah, we did. Probably can't get that deposit back either. Because I know the photographer said that he ain't giving us back our deposit that we gave him. So this is a complete L. It's an L, okay? No more.
One of the oddest moments in my life is when I spent $3,000 in one day.
What you talking about on catering?
I ain't getting none of that shit back.
No. Just by what I said, how much I end up spending on the dress, and what he just said by the catering.
It's up there. It's up there.
It's up there. How much money we done lost? That much money.
No, that's
going
that's
to
the
work,
portion.
working my ass off, and somebody always taking the money. That ain't even including the money that we lost with Noah.
Like it's. I looked online. It's apparently a lot of lawsuits because it's not just us it's happening to. It's a lot of people getting married. Well, supposed to get married this time frame, and the vendors and the venues are pretty much saying, "Well, oh well." But I would say part of it's on us too. We should have had those contracts read over to be more beneficial to us. Because the contracts are pretty much one-sided, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
It protects them. You probably should have got the contract.
Yeah, so
revised
before anybody says we need to get a lawyer, we thought about that, and it's not going to work in our favor.
Yeah, I looked on a few websites.
It's not by the wording of stuff, how they have the stuff written. Even the caterer, we looked at the contract, and she had where it says no refund. She had it so light on the thing where you could barely see it. She put it in a very light gray on there where you can barely read it. That in the event that you cancel, you get no refund. So with them having stuff like that on there, it works in their favor. So I don't want anybody telling me that we need to get a lawyer, because it's not gonna work in our favor. And we probably gonna end up spending more goddamn money getting a lawyer and not winning.
Fuck that lady. Fuck the coordinator. Fuck the little bald head dude with the venue and shit. I'm not the type of dude to talk bad about women and everything. People still say wench.
I don't know, see. I know that we finna take our life off of pause, okay, and push play again, because
I don't even know if our marriage license still. We probably gotta get another one.
I ought to go get that just so y'all know we ain't capping.
You have to blur a lot of shit out on a lot of shit. Easy. I got my middle name on there. What the fuck?
Right here. Just so y'all can see it, what that says, marriage license. From the state of Arkansas, and I'm moving so y'all can't see. We are not capping. Okay? Just want to let you know that we're not capping. This is real. All this shit happened for real.
I was ready to jump fresh in my tux. I haven't had a haircut since.
What the fuck?
I haven't had a haircut since March the 12th. Because I had it set up to where I would get my haircut the day before the wedding, which would have been the 26th, so 2 weeks out. And I haven't had a haircut since because I don't, Corona.
So.
I got a fro now. I'm going to get Bree to braid it up.
Okay, so I feel like that we said everything we need to say. If there's anything that we missed out of this, I'm just gonna pop it up on the screen as we were talking throughout the video. So yeah, this video is long, but y'all wanted it. This is it.
I'm mad because I feel like I want you to have like something you can remember and everything. I feel like us getting married and come back to the house is trash. You don't deserve that. I would rather you have some shit we can remember. Like, she say we not gonna have a wedding down the road and shit. We gonna renew our vows and plan everything our damn selves and everything.
Yeah, we gonna do it ourselves, okay? Cause I'm not signing no more contracts. No, I don't even trust these businesses no more after stuff like this. I promise I don't. I don't trust them.
I said I didn't want our mamas to be able, they can cook. Mom, when you watch this video, yeah, just get in the kitchen and start whipping some stuff up. I don't care what it is.
I feel like somebody put a hex on us. Like, for real.
It's probably one of your exes. We taking some L's out here.
I think that's it. I think we covered everything. I hope this answered everybody's questions or curiosity about our wedding planning.
It's gonna be a long ass video.
Yeah, this is gonna be a long video, but it is what it is. This is gonna have all the answers to it. So if anybody wanted to know anything about this wedding, all the answers are here.
Do we still get our cake? I want that one.
I don't know, Steve, but you making this video longer. All right, so yeah, so I'll see everybody in my next video. I'm gonna make another poll on my channel. Make sure that you participate in the poll so I know what to upload next, and I'll see everybody in my next video.
Before you close it out, don't be in the comments firing me about my hair and my beard and shit. I know I look homeless, but pandemic. That's corny. You gotta do something better, like, alright.
Shut up.